high school, my guidance counselor convinced me that I would be squandering my talents if I went to art school, so I went to architecture school instead, only to transfer to art school about 3 years into the architecture studies. My name is Stuart Allen and I'm a visual artist. I've always been interested in art. I drew a lot as a kid. My mom was an artist, and in our basement we had a dark room where I learned how to make my own photographic prints when I was 12, I think. And she also had a ceramic wheel, and my dad had woodworking equipment, so we were always making stuff in our house. It was part of the culture of our house. I grew up as a sailor, and we sailed on lakes in the Midwest, and I raced small sailboats throughout my teen years. And it became incredibly influential in terms of how I think about sculpture and its interaction with the landscape and its interaction with weather and the sky and those kinds of things. The sails end up being these kind of like sculptural interloper between you and the landscape. And so that idea of what a sculptural object can be in the landscape, in my mind, was largely informed by sailing and watching sails throughout my youth. I'm very experimental about the way I do things. Typically projects are very concept driven, so if a project is about light and it's in a specific location, then I start to think about, well, what would be the best way to illustrate properties of light within this context? We're lucky in San Antonio to have a community that's that open and I guess communal is the word. It's a small, large town is the way it feels.